Hello, welcome to Mindset Mastery. This is Module 8, and in this video, we are talking specifically about setting powerful goals. Now, goal setting is not new. Many people set goals, but many people don't achieve goals. And after this video, I want you to have a powerful process that you can deploy in your life to achieve your dreams. Now, for me, I've always been someone who sets goals. I learned this at a very young age in high performance sport, and then early on in my business career, that setting a goal or something to work towards really motivated me, right? But I've also gone through so many different periods of my life where I actually haven't achieved the things that I set my mind to. So this set me down a path of introspection, and I started to ask myself the question, why am I setting myself so many goals, but only achieving so few? And what I've started to realize is that many of the goals that I was actually setting I wasn't really passionate about anyway in the first place. And you may have experienced this yourself. You may have set a goal and then only, 6 weeks, 3 months, maybe 6 months down the track, you are completely disenchanted with this goal. Now, this is 100% normal. It doesn't make you a quitter. What happens is that as we change, grow, and evolve, if you're someone who's on a personal growth journey, the goals of our past often don't actually carry on to the goals in our present or in our future. So there's a better way to do this, and it's called values-based goal setting. Now this is where we establish, number one, what are our values? Well, our values are the most important parts of our life, the things that we value the most, right? Then step two, what we actually want to do is we want to understand how we can utilize these values in our life to make change and get a result. So we call this the values formula. I'm going to take you through that process shortly. So how can we actually set goals that are in internal alignment with our values? Like I said, there's so many goals looking back over the course of my life. I was just setting a goal for the sake of setting a goal. But now, the only goals that I set are things that I truly want and that are truly internally aligned with my values. Now, before we set these really powerful goals that are going to give you lots of drive and motivation, you must first understand what your values are. Now, I've gone through this process intensively, and I have 6 things that are the most important to me. These are my faith and my spirituality, my health and my fitness, my business, creative and finance or making money, my family and my relationships, travel, and then experiences and fun. Now, as you can see, these are laid out in what I like to call the values formula. Now, I used to do this process and I used to create a vision board, which is something that you're going to do after this module. I'd create a vision board and I'd have all of my values together at the top. And then what I would do is I'd look for opportunities to kind of nurture my values. I was trying to create tasks or goals or achievements that would kind of line up with my values. For example, if it was a fitness goal, I was thinking I'd do a Spartan race, or I'd improve my bench press, or my squat, or my deadlift. If it was a family goal, it was to have dinner with my parents once a month, at a nice restaurant. Things like that. But what I found during that period of time was that they all kind of lacked a bit of focus. I was kind of spreading myself across all my values without any real clarity on what I was doing and what I was striving for. Because I know it's real, it can be very overwhelming to have so many goals and so many different things that you're focusing on at one time. And then I had a bit of a reflection, and it kind of clicked for me. I realized that when I went through a period of burnout, that my health was the cornerstone of me achieving my goals, combined with my faith and my spirituality. So for me, and this is just me personally, my faith and my health, those two things combined, plus my business thriving, my family relationships thriving, equals travel and experiences. Does that make sense? So when I put the intention and the focus into my faith, my fitness and my health, what I find is that my business naturally thrives. My relationships, they thrive as well, because I'm the best version of myself. Now, when this is all very happy in my life, I'm in kind of congruence, I'm in eternal alignment with myself. Now, the things that I love to do the most are experience new and exciting and fun things, and of course, traveling the world. But this requires money. You can't just be doing that. So what you have to do is you have to find your own unique formula, and this is what it works for me. So the next step is to establish the tasks underneath each value to try and help build you up and find ways to nurture your values. So essentially what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep each of our value areas at their optimum level. When our values are being nurtured and they're at their optimum level, we're going to feel the happiest and the most fulfilled and content that we can as a human being. So what we need to do is we need to find ways to challenge ourselves and grow those areas. So that's what these goals are about. Now, what I've found also with goal setting is that less is actually more. You can set less goals with more impact and more impetus by just having 1 or 2 or max 3 in each values area. So that way you're only going to have around 15 to 20 goals max. And these are spread out in different time frames. So we're looking at a 90-day or a 3-month period, a relatively short-term goal. And then we're looking more a medium term, which is around 6 months. And then we're looking at goals that are around 1 year plus. Another little goal setting hack that I like to deploy is to actually reverse engineer my goals as well. So for example, if I'm looking at something over a year or 2 years or even 3 years away, I can't really change that right today other than just executing my tasks and being the very best person that I can. But what I can do is I can create some desire and create some drive to want to move towards that. So that's why we set long-term goals, because it gives us the drive and the pull to actually push us forward and help us do the daily tasks required to achieve it. So say for example, I wanted to do a world trip in 2 years' time. That's a great destination goal, but I have to step back and go, okay, I need to focus on myself, my faith, my health. I need to be eating my food. I need to be training every day, because when I'm doing that, then my business is going to be thriving. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to have no stress with my family relationships. And then I'm going to be making more income. That way I can save more of that income to dedicate that to going on a world tour in 2 years' time. Does that make sense? So whatever it might be for you, it could be a family home, it could be your kids' tuition, it could be traveling the world with your partner and seeing some exciting new landscapes. But those destination goals are really exciting because that gives us the pull and the drive and the desire to actually go out and achieve them. Really important part of the process. Now, the challenge for you is to establish your own formula. This might actually work for you, and I personally believe that health really is the cornerstone to achieving all of our goals, because if we're not healthy, it's really hard to be motivated and proactive to actually get the things done that are required to achieve our goals, right? So health is always a cornerstone, but for you it might be family, it might be money, it might be security, whatever it is, work that out. And then understand that when you focus in this area, if I put the effort and the energy here, that's gonna result in something else being in a good place, right? And then that's going to equal your ultimate dreams and your desires. I hope that helps, guys. This is a powerful, life-changing process. Values-based goal setting. It's the only way I set goals now because it works. And what I love about this is it gives you so much clarity in just a few areas. And then over a period of time, you start to see the flow-on effect. And with a vision board, when you've got these post-it notes up, that's the way I like to do it, you can cross them off and it's really satisfying, and you can see the growth in your journey. So stay tuned, we've got some powerful stuff coming up in the next module, Module 9, and I will see you there.